Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jermaine Morgan TV. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about something I think is really dope, and it's called the Xvive Guitar Wireless System. So stay tuned. All right, so jumping right into this thing, I got an email from this company talking about me trying out their product called the Xvive Guitar Wireless System. And I thought this would be really cool to check out because I do play in front of audiences, and sometimes it requires me to move around the stage a bit. And one of the things I've noticed as a musician, sometimes I want to interact with audiences, especially with kids and that type of thing. You know, I like to get up in their face and play, and you get the bass really close to them, just aggravate them a little bit to make them smile, make them laugh, and that type of thing. But sometimes, unless you have a super long cable, sometimes it's very difficult to do that, or just moving around the stage in general. Don't get me wrong, I love my cables that I use by Pig Hog Cables. Shout out to Pig Hog. But sometimes it's difficult to move around and just really navigate the stage like you really want to, because you're kind of limited to the length of your cable at the time. So with that being said, I was pretty excited to try out the Xvive wireless system. So right off, one of the things I noticed about the design is that they made it to where it can plug into basically any guitar or any input thing that you're moving around. I know people are playing key basses, guitars, basses, anything. The frequency range on this thing is so wide, you can pretty much plug into anything that you can get an instrument cable in. And so what I noticed about it, you have about a 70-foot reach with it, and that's if there are no real obstructions or anything like that. And most of the times when we're playing on stages and those types of things, you don't really have to deal with any obstructions in the way. I noticed here in my studio, I was playing around with it, and it's about 30 feet from my chair here all the way out to the front of my studio. And I was able to get out there with a clear signal. After I got about 30 to 35 feet away, I guess with the obstructions of the walls and the doors and the other walls, it started breaking up a bit after about 30 feet or so, 30 to 40 feet or so. However, on the stage, you definitely have a little bit more range because, again, there are no obstructions, so I do like that about it. Now, it's pretty simple to use. There are buttons on both the receiver and the transmitter, and these buttons, you have an on and off button with LED lights, and you turn that button on both the receiver and the transmitter. And you also have a channel selector button. You have up to 4 different channels, just in case the channel you're on is getting some frequency interference. And you'll notice when you change the channel, the LED light will flash. The blue LED light will flash to allow you to see which channel that you're on with both the receiver and the transmitter. So of course, how you connect this, your transmitter goes obviously into your instrument, like your bass guitar, like so, right? And you know, it swivels around so you can adjust it to however it's more comfortable for you when you play, if you want it hidden or you want to have it up like that. It's really versatile. So I love that fact about it, that you're able to kind of, you know, adjust it however you need to, no matter what type of instrument you have. If it's on the side, it's not sticking out and some big obstruction that gets in your way when you're playing, or if you're like this bass where it's on the bottom side. I know some of my other basses, the plug-in is at the top, so this is really convenient that it tilts down. And also, you're able to get about 5 hours of playing time out of this thing once it's fully charged. And it comes with this USB charger that has like a little Y connector on the ends of it, so that you can charge both devices simultaneously. And of course, that charging time that you spend charging these determine how long you're able to get out of it. So for instance, if you charge it for like 15 minutes, then you can get 30 minutes of playing time. If you charge it for like 30 minutes, then you can get an hour of playing time, and so on and so forth. And if you charge it for like 2 hours, then you can get your full 5 hours of playing time out of it. So I think that's pretty cool because, you know, the average set for any average musician is about 45 minutes long, the average set. So this should get you like a 30-minute charge, should get you through a 45-minute set with no problem. And of course, you can just turn it off and charge it again in between sets if you need to do that, and if you just kind of running into the gig and you forgot to charge it. So I think that's super convenient. And again, this thing is super lightweight, and it can slide literally right in your pocket, so it won't take up much space in your guitar case or whatever you need to carry it in. So Super convenient, super lightweight, and from what I've seen on the website and also other videos of this thing, it comes in multiple colors, so you can choose the color that works best for you and for your situation if you're looking into grabbing one of these for yourself. What I will do is I will put the link below if this is something that you're interested in grabbing for yourself. I know that it's going to be great for what I have to do, because there's plenty of times, not every time, but there's plenty of times when I'm playing out live that I do want to move around the stage, and this will give me the freedom to do that. So I'm really excited about playing this out on some live gigs. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you've already purchased these before, or you've heard of them already, give me your thoughts in the comments. Help some of the viewers to understand the pros and cons that you've experienced using the Xvive wireless system. I looked at some of the reviews, obviously, before I even agreed to do this, and most of the reviews that I saw for this were pretty positive. So based on that, I went ahead and proceeded with the doing my review of this. And so I'm looking forward to doing more gigs with this. So far, I've only used it in the studio. I haven't had a chance to really go out and play live with it as of yet, but I am looking forward to doing so. So I appreciate you guys for checking this out. And again, if you want to grab this for yourself, the link will be in the description below. And as usual, thank you guys for joining in. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, be sure to do that now. Turn on my notifications so you don't miss any of my content or when I go live. Also, be sure to sign up for my mailing list. You can see that in the description below how you can do that. That way you can stay up to date on things I release on JermaineMorgan.net, exclusive courses, exclusive content that I release there for you as a bass player to help improve and ultimately unlock your sound. Thank you guys for rocking with me today. I'm out. Peace.